Hello, everybody. Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV, being joined by a very special guest, Mr. Danny Trejo. Danny, good to see you, man. I've never met you before, but I know you're a huge fight fan. Yeah. Here, of course, we're at the fights. Tell me, with fights and everything like that, what was your first introduction to combat sports?
Oh, I started boxing when I was about 8 years old.
Yeah.
Fought most of my life and fought in the penitentiary for about 5 years and did really well, and then came out and did real good in club fights. But
smokers, right?
Yeah, it's hard to get a license, when you got a lot of violence on your record. So, but I've always enjoyed the sport.
Looking at you being a boxer, did you ever get that itch during those formative years to really go pro? And who would you base, who was your inspiration growing up, boxing wise?
Used to have, fighters like Mantequilla Napolis and
you're dropping some old school guys.
And there's a good friend of mine, Bobby Chacon, and Indian Red Lopez, and these were guys that were really just amazing fighters. Armando Muniz, and this was for a while back, and then I've loved Roberto Duran, and then you got to say right now, one of the greatest fighters there is, man, is Mayweather.
Yeah.
He's just unbelievable. Guy's faster than a hummingbird.
Floyd has a huge matchup with Canelo Alvarez, and what do you think about that? Who takes that?
You know what? I mean, I love Canelo, but you know what? God, I wish he'd get a little more experience before he tackled Floyd. Because one of the things that makes Floyd such a great fighter is that he can adapt to any style. Yeah. It's not, I mean, there's some great fighters that were just fighters, but an adapter, that's kind of like, he can go from a 120 to a 220. I mean, he can do whatever, and then so his defense and his offense is amazing, and then plus the speed. It's like I don't think there's anybody that fast. So I wish. It's gonna be a great fight. Yeah, it's gonna be a great fight, just with the fight that Canelo has. But I wish he had a little more experience.
That's the main thing. A lot of people say they feel that Canelo has a good chance now, but they should have waited. He should have waited, And Floyd's catching Canelo at the perfect time, because at 36, there's only so much that he could keep up.
Well, you know what? You got to remember that. Floyd's getting hit a little more. Yeah. But in his career, he hasn't gotten hit that much. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I think the only one that ever hit it was a headbutt that what's his name gave him. But literally, his speed is he does the same thing that your great fighters like Salvador Sanchez, like Roberto Duran, he does that turn, so when he gets hit, boom, it's like he's got that unbelievable quickness that very few fighters have. That's why he can still talk right, after 48 fights. It's like 44, nobody with that many fights can say more than 4 words. Yeah. But so you got to give it to him, man. He's a great fighter, So that's one of the guys that I really I met him, I've talked to him, He's a great fighter, great guy, what I mean.
Your movie drops the day before the fight, September 13th. Huge, Mexican Independence Day weekend. Are you gonna be there at the fight?
You know what, man? That's going to be a tough one. I have so much, press to do for Machete Kills, and I got everybody in that, man. So, but it's like I'll catch it on pay-per-view. Yeah.
Machete drops September 13th. Yeah. Guys, check it out here with Danny Trejo, Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV. Oh, wait, he's not done yet.
I got a movie called Bullet coming out, and I got another one called Badass 2. And then September 4th, I think we've got a movie coming out called Dead in Tombstone. It's the first Western that I've done, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
That should be some good stuff. Danny, it's good to see you here. Danny Trejo, Marcos Villegas, Fight Up TV.
God bless. Thank you.